I am at my old high school, near the bus stop area. There is no one there. I have a sense of tranquility, as though I am in an alternate world or reality. The sun is shining, and it's afternoon. I feel a great sense of nostalgia, a sense of familiarity, déjà vu. Now I feel the presence of another, but I cannot see whom. I intuit that this other wants to communicate with me. The weather becomes rainy. A sense of coziness comes as I look outside at the rain from the portico. Yet so, too, comes a sense of darkness, as though something is wrong. I wonder why the warmth and sun turned into rain. The other manifests as the presence of a child, perhaps a younger me. He is a young white male, with dark hair, quite young, around 13 or 14, if not younger. He is shorter than me. He senses fear, and he feels fear, melancholy, yet also a naive optimism about the future. This must be a timeless memory, trapped or frozen in time. It is vivid with emotion and profoundly surreal. The young me stands on my right. I feel as an older brother, and yet I sense he is my superior, wiser, more insightful, even in fact older than me, somehow. We continue staring, gazing at the rain. He is silent, contemplative. I don't know what this place is. It is familiar, but I don't know what it represents. I am you. Younger? Younger and older. I've learned many things since your day, and yet here I like to return. The frozen moments in time. And this one in particular. Yes, it means a great deal to me. I feel its significance, but do not know why. It was a time of innocence, closeness to God. The world was open to you. You could be anything. You were not yet locked in, not yet a prisoner. And those holy longings you had, you channeled into future ministry. You see it now as a mistake, but it was not so. God wants you to minister. You know it in your heart. But the world got in the way. College, money, vanity, anxiety, worry. Now you seek for yourself what everyone else has. Money, job, the American family, the American dream. This is not from God. This you have decided for yourself. And now you see that this, in fact, was the mistake. Store up your treasures in heaven. Sell all and follow me. This was unclouded in your mind then, where we are now. I begin to answer, but am cut off. Kids? God may very well leave you a posterity, and he doesn't need your money or trinkets to do so. He blesses, he raises up and sets low as he pleases. Money? This life is vanity. Store up your treasures in heaven, so your conscience can be clean. Sacrifice your hopes and desires for service to God. Doing this will bless you far more than attaining these materialistic hopes and dreams. You do not need money to give love. Money complicates, money ensnares. Money deludes, money deceives. What God gives you, money can never gain. Your snare is money. Let God set you free from money and show you a better way. A satisfied soul is better than money, and this you gain by service to God. Lay your life down as a living sacrifice for Him. Live and serve Him, and your reward in heaven will be great. Do what brings Him glory. And what is that for you? You know. Serve Him, and forget yourself. He will account you faithful, and will not abandon or forsake you. Live your faith. Put your money where your mouth is. Live by faith. You know there is more to life than work, money. So work for God and let your wages feed your soul. He will take care of you. And what about my family? They worry for money, I know, and not necessarily in a wrong way. God knows this. God will take care of you, and He knows their concerns. Will He not abandon you, yet abandon them? Live by faith, I tell you. You will find peace, the peace for which you know you long. I take a break and return a few hours later. You're back. Yes, I'm back. Tell me, what do you long for? I reflect, and then I say, to be at peace, to live pleasingly and in harmony with myself, the world, God, and my loved ones, to be a benefit to myself and others, especially, and thus be faithful to God, and please and honor Him. And would you do this through the company you work for? Financially, there would be benefits. But as for living in harmony with myself and being of benefit to others in ways other than financial, there would be little. Why is that? It would be the same if I sold cars or produce. I could always say, "Oh, at least I provided them a car or fruit." But spiritually I would have given them nothing. There is a place for that kind of work. I know. But not for you. We both are silent, contemplating. Your drive for knowledge, a point in which you are greatly tempted, lends itself to other things, and you recognize that call and that gift early on. It's what has shaped your young adulthood and education. Pray about this, I tell you. Do not be afraid to accept it as truth. The apostles were poor, yet their work and service for the Lord was greatest of all men. If you have those gifts, teaching, learning, understanding, you obviously must use them. This is not a gifting all have. What is your talent? Referring to the parable of the talents in Matthew 25. Caring, zeal for God, obsession with eternal and spiritual truth. And is it not in those areas that you have done well and been most passionate? Is this not what your heart, as a young man, was set on? Don't take your life. You have been brought to the point of breaking to show you what a living sacrifice must be. This is what God has done. You see the emptiness of the world, which is to say, referring to my job, that I have seen what there is to see in corporate work. I have seen that it has given me nothing and has taken nearly everything. Pledge yourself to His service. In this way you will multiply your talents. I say to you again, those talents must not be neglected. Whatever your life is on this earth, it must involve using those talents. He has given them. Those are the talents placed in your hand, and without your wife, you could never use them. Hence the delay between seminary and now. I do tell you this. Trust in the Lord to provide for you and her, and those around you. He knows your needs. Sacrifice your wants for Him. Rejoice in the supply of your needs. Eden is here for you, as far as it can be had in the present fallen state. Think of Paul's rejoicing, even rejoicing with tears of joy, even with nothing and while in prison. Eden is not tied to physical possessions. Tribulation brings joy. Joy brings peace and hope. You have a living faith that must be lived. Squandering your life for physical gain is vanity, useless. You can do better than that. Why do you hesitate? Ask yourself this. The greatest faith is to lay down your life for God. Crucify your selfish desires. Forsake riches. Love yourself and others by forsaking yourself under service to God. It's a paradox. Go now and do this. Consider it long, contemplate it, and pray about it. I'll be here for you for future needs. Thank you. Look at my youth and innocence. What took that from you? Your greatest joy is in God. Whatever took that from you is not from God. You have much to gain by giving back to God and His ministry.